The Twisted Web of Deception, Unraveling the Gypsy Rose, Blanchard Case. What if your entire life was built on a foundation of lies, so intricate, so suffocating, that the only escape was through the ultimate act of betrayal? Imagine being confined to a wheelchair you didn't need, force-fed medications that ravaged your body, and paraded as a perpetual victim for sympathy and donations. This isn't the plot of a horror thriller. It's the chilling reality of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, a young woman who endured years of unimaginable abuse at the hands of her own mother, only to become entangled in a murder that shocked the world. Buckle up, because this story dives deep into the shadows of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a mother's deadly obsession, and a daughter's desperate bid for freedom. The facade of frailty, a life scripted in sickness. From the outside, Dee Dee Blanchard and her daughter Gypsy Rose appeared as the epitome of tragic resilience. Dee Dee, a single mother from Springfield, Missouri, claimed Gypsy suffered from a litany of ailments: leukemia, muscular dystrophy, epilepsy, asthma, and even mental disabilities that left her with the cognitive level of a child. Gypsy, often seen in a wheelchair with a feeding tube and shaved head, became a local celebrity, receiving charity trips to Disney World, a Habitat for Humanity home after Hurricane Katrina displaced them, and endless donations from well-meaning strangers, zero. But beneath this heartwarming narrative lurked a horrifying truth. None of it was real. Dee Dee's control was absolute. She falsified medical records, convinced doctors to perform unnecessary surgeries, like removing Gypsy's salivary glands to treat excessive drooling, and even poisoned her daughter with unneeded drugs to mimic symptoms. Gypsy, born healthy in 1991, was kept isolated, homeschooled, and told she was deathly ill. Sensational details emerged later. Dee Dee altered Gypsy's birth certificate to make her seem younger, ensuring she remained childlike and dependent. The abuse escalated to physical restraints. Gypsy was sometimes chained to her bed, and emotional manipulation, where Dee Dee thrived on the attention and financial perks of being a devoted caregiver. Ward 3. One chilling example. Gypsy underwent an unnecessary feeding tube insertion, leading to rotten teeth from malnutrition. Teeth that Dee Dee then had pulled out, claiming they were defective. The dark diagnosis, Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Unveiled at the core of this nightmare was Munchausen syndrome by proxy, MSBP, a rare and insidious form of child abuse where a caregiver fabricates or induces illness in a dependent to gain sympathy, attention, or even financial gain. 2-8. Dee Dee fit the profile perfectly. A history of troubled relationships, including a brief marriage to Gypsy's father, Rod Blanchard, who left when he realized the extent of her deceptions. Experts later speculated Dee Dee's own childhood, marked by neglect and possible abuse, fueled her need to play the hero. Thrillingly, cracks in the facade appeared early but were ignored. Doctors raised red flags about mismatched symptoms, but Dee Dee doctor-shopped, moving states to evade scrutiny. Gypsy, trapped in this web, began to suspect the truth in her teens. She secretly researched her conditions online, discovering she could walk unaided and wasn't as sick as claimed. In a heart-pounding moment of rebellion, Gypsy attempted to run away in 2011, only to be dragged back by Dee Dee, who smashed her computer and phone with a hammer 3. The abuse intensified, with Dee Dee allegedly using a voodoo doll to curse Gypsy and threatening her with harm if she ever spoke out. If you're hooked on these deep dives into real-life mysteries that blur the line between victim and villain, hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel for more exclusive breakdowns and behind-the-scenes insights. You won't want to miss what's coming next. The Fatal Plot. From online romance to bloody betrayal, desperation breeds drastic measures. In 2012, Gypsy met Nicholas Godejohn on a Christian dating site, confiding her secrets in late-night messages. Godejohn, a troubled young man with his own mental health issues, including dissociative identity disorder, became her confidant and eventual accomplice. 3. Their conversations turned dark. Gypsy revealed the abuse, and together they hatched a plan to end it. In a twist straight out of a psychological thriller, Gypsy smuggled Godejohn into their home on June 9, 2015, where he stabbed Dee Dee 17 times while she slept, using a knife from the kitchen. The aftermath was chaotic and gruesome. Gypsy hid in the bathroom during the attack, later posting on Facebook, "That bitch is dead," to ensure the body was discovered. The pair fled to Wisconsin with stolen cash, But their trail was short-lived. Police tracked them via social media and arrested them days later. Crime scene photos revealed a blood-soaked bed and signs of a struggle, painting a vivid picture of the pent-up rage unleashed that night. Trials, tribulations, and a taste of freedom. The 2016 trials gripped the nation. Gypsy pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, sentenced to 10 years, while Godejohn received life without parole for first-degree murder. Revelations about MSBP swayed public sympathy toward Gypsy, seen more as a victim than a villain. Documentaries like HBO's Mommy Dead and Dearest and Lifetime's The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard amplified the story, exposing Dee Dee's manipulations through chilling interviews and medical records. Paroled in December 2023 after serving 85% of her sentence, Gypsy emerged into a world obsessed with her tale, boosted by TikTok virality and media frenzy. By 2025, she's a new mother, navigating life with husband Ryan Anderson, married in prison in 2022, and speaking out about her trauma. Echoes of the past, what lingers in the shadows. But is the nightmare truly over? Gypsy's story raises haunting questions. How many other victims of MSBP suffer in silence? And what does her freedom mean in a society quick to sensationalize suffering? As she rebuilds, whispers of unresolved trauma and potential family secrets keep the intrigue alive, reminding us that truth is often stranger and deadlier than fiction. If this tale left you on the edge of your seat, subscribe to my YouTube channel now for more pulse-pounding investigations into the darkest corners of human nature. Who knows what twisted case we'll uncover next?